What's going on, y'all? It's Masterpiece. Y'all already know what it is. And I'm just here to say that your children are technology. And not only are they technology, but it's the most advanced technology that we've ever had, that we've ever known. And not only is it advanced, but it's advancing. You know, it sustains our race, the progeneration, regeneration. You know, you live through your children. And the thing about children as technology is that you don't have to go outside of yourself for it. Outside of your nature. You know, you don't have to dig up steel and melt it down or nothing like that. You just gotta meet a divine counterpart, someone who's compatible, not equal but compatible, someone who's desirable to you, and someone that reflects your morality, or at least reflects where you see yourself. And once that's chosen, and one and one come together to make one, and the more we put into that child,
Next stop, Orchard Heights. For your safety, stay seated and hold on until the bus comes to a complete stop.
So, like pre-pregnancy, mid-pregnancy, and post, how you're calibrating that technology, how are you refining that technology, how are you manufacturing it. First, when you plan on having a child or not, your body should be clean, plant-based, detoxing. And if the baby is unexpected, then do what you got to do to make up for lost time, because everything you do is going to go into that new technology. Every fight that you have, every love session that you make, every meal that you eat, every discussion or lecture that you watch is going into that child and calibrating that child. And that's why I always tell parents, make out in front of your child, touch each other in front of your child, be flirty with each other. This calibrates the child. When the child sees the boobs on the mother, and the bare chest on the man, and how they come together, and how the man dominates her, picks her up, lifts her, and hugs her tight, letting the child know what the roles are. If it's a male, what its role is. If it's a female, what her role is.
Wellington Street.
And this technology
For your safety, stay seated and hold on until the bus comes to a complete stop.
This technology that we know as children will not only advance your life, but it'll be so advanced that it'll be smarter than you before long. And that is the goal. There's a lot of ego involved with parenting, where the parent wants to stay in the parental position, not realizing that the old axiom of once a man, twice a child is true. You soon will reach that age where your child is telling you what to do, telling you what kind of foods to eat, what kind of waters to drink, what kind of stocks to invest in, what your first meal should be, how you should go to bed, fasting, all of these things. And I think that a lot of you out there, if you're teenagers or otherwise, and you care about your parents and they're not on this wave or this frequency, get it, wave, frequency, then you may experience troubles, or you may experience difficulty and resistance in your parents changing their lifestyle, to a plant-based diet, or off of the religion that is so poisonous and toxic to the mind and to the conscious of everybody. And you've probably realized that as this new information is coming out, it's drifting further and further, to the left field, to the metaphysics. And if you're not constantly updating your parents about what's going on, then suddenly when you bring up something, they're gonna think that you're coming from outer space because because there's so many missing pieces. So remember this as you grow into a parent yourself, that information is coming out every day, and if you have a child, you're hoping that they're grasping that information and they're relaying it to the community and to you and your family, and use that information, utilize that information, and even if it challenges your beliefs, you know, if you're religious, you know, Christian or otherwise, get off of it. If you're eating meat, if you're eating eggs, fish, get off of it. You're drinking milk that's from an animal, get off of it, you know, and that way you will always stay with the flow of life. That way you'll always be changing with life and growing with life, because anything stagnant dies, as I've said, as many teachers have said before. Anything that stagnates dies. So when we're advancing our civilization on with the best technology, the latest technology, which is our children, we must ensure to also reciprocate the learning. You know, we can't just always expect to be in the teaching seat. One day or another, sooner or later, hopefully sooner than later, your children will be teaching you. And I think that we all can relate on how hard it is to kind of wake somebody up out of their slumber, brainwashed sleep that they're in, and show them the truth. You know, like in the Matrix, they said the older they are, the more dangerous it is to wake somebody up, and that's true, you know. So as a parent, always be changing. Keep your morals the same, but always be changing with the times. Always, you know, stay up to date with what's going on, you know what I mean? The video games, so that you know what your children are playing. The cartoons, so that you know what your children are watching. All the music, so that you know what your children are listening to. I'm gonna be posting a video soon about music and how it affects us, and especially your children. Alright, yo, so this has been Masterpiece. As I always say, eat to live. And yo, the children that we have are our greatest technology, and we have to harness their power. We have to strategically calibrate this technology, this great sophisticated technology, so that it will help in the it'll assist us in the advancement of our civilization towards the positive. Anyways, yo, peace.